What's up, everyone? My name is Candace Smith, and this is Duval Connect Magazine, and I'm here with a special interview with Mykyla Hooper. Hi,
Hi,
Mykyla.
thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you so much for joining. For those of you that do not know, Duval Connect Magazine has a column called Amplify Voices, ran by Tiffany Funches, and she's putting together an event. She does a lot with the youth in the community, and so there have been some disturbing things happening in the Duval County school system, and a lot of students have not been happy about it, and in their own way they've been protesting and trying to speak out and get the attention of teachers, administrators, for some things to change, and unfortunately they've been silenced. And so Amplify Voices, which is a column under Duval Connect Magazine, has decided to amplify these students' voices so that you all can know what's going on in the schools. So parents, teachers, I would love for you to come on in and take a listen to what Miss Mykyla Hooper has to say. Why don't you start off by just telling us a little bit about yourself?
Hi, everyone. So as you all know, my name is Mykyla Hooper. I just passed my crown as the 66 Miss Robert E. Lee. So now there's a new 67, but I was the reigning Miss Robert E. Lee for a minute. I'm very active in my school. I help kind of kickstart off the name change, getting students more active and being a part of it, starting petitions, and just being vocal with different issues in my community as well, and helping other students that are leaders in my school.
That is so amazing. That's amazing. Not only, the pageantry, which is a full-time job on its own. People don't know the work and dedication and discipline that comes with pageant life. So I applaud you for that. But, your community service resume, I've heard so much about you, and a few times I've gotten to listen to you speak in a few meetings, and I'm just overwhelmed with all that you do at such a young age. And I just want to applaud you and just uplift you, because it doesn't happen enough to say that's really amazing that you're that focused at this time, and you're focused on doing the right thing and positive things for the community. So thank you for all that you do. So what are some of the experiences at your school, Lee High School, that has brought you to discuss this particular topic?
Just even going to the school named Robert E. Lee, that's been a whole learning experience on its own, because sometimes you're so used to being in an environment you don't really question it. And then I think this whole process from me coming in as a freshman to hearing older students talk about it, and then deciding to do research on my own and learning and understanding who Robert E. Lee was, it was kind of a coming to know yourself process as well, because it's like, okay, well, I don't want to just sit by and let this happen. So just being a student as itself created the whole experience I needed for my voice to be heard, and to want other voices to be heard at my school as well. So yeah.
Okay, so what were some of the things that the older students were saying?
Some of the things that the older students were saying were just like, they really didn't understand why we had to go to a school named Robert E. Lee. And then coming into the school, they already had this yearly program called Sankofa Club, that basically every single year they would just address like certain topics, or they would go about, trying to celebrate Black history and things of that nature. So when I came in, I just automatically loved the whole concept, and I just naturally gravitated towards it because I love to perform, I love to act, and being able to combine that with activism too. I kind of took it from being just a regular performance once a year into making it an actual club, because I loved it so much. And I really wanted to be a part of that. And so I feel like it kind of created this whole movement to being able to be an activist while performing, because some people, they don't want to use their voice, they want to just express themselves through their art, through their creativity. And I feel like that was a good way and good experience for me and the students to go about doing that.
That is awesome. Okay. So, what were some of the things that you learned about Robert E. Lee that disturbed you or troubled you?
Well, I mean, the main thing is just that he owned slaves, and even Robert E. Lee, looking back, did not want to be celebrated for what he did because he knew it wasn't right either. So I feel like if somebody doesn't even want to be celebrated themselves because of their own discrepancies, then we shouldn't feel the need to celebrate them as well. And then learning why the school was named Robert E. Lee based off the Brown versus Board of Education, and learning that separate doesn't always mean equal. Coming into the desegregation of schools, the Sisters of Confederacy wanted to mock the Black students coming into the white centered schools by naming the school Robert E. Lee because they knew Black students were going to attend there. So it's kind of like they're laughing at our faces in the past and present now still by the name still being there.
Wow. So, have you brought this up to school administration and teachers? Have you brought all of this to their attention?
Well, yes, it's been a big fight at the school, not between the people there, but between the school and the community, because um it was predominantly white for so long that some people are still stuck in their ways with how it used to work versus, the 2021 and our generation trying to make a change in it because they're still stuck on their memories that they had at school. But now the school is like 70% Black students there. And so we want something that can make us feel represented just how they felt when they were attending the school as well. So now it's just that the community and the students and the alumni and everyone that's a part of it has to come to a resolve. So now we're going underneath a vote currently right now. And so it's from now until I believe May 6th is the end date of it. But yes, we're currently under a vote to get it changed to school number 33, Robert E. Lee for the people who want to keep it the same, Legacy High School, Riverdale High School, no, I'm sorry, Riverside High School and Avondale High School, which Riverside and Avondale is the surrounding community around it.
I like those two names. I really do. Or Legacy,
Yeah.
but I like the area names. I think that's more appropriate and more fitting. But wow, you really educated me on a lot of things that I didn't know, such as, he didn't even want to be celebrated for that. That's a big deal, So, and to know, how the name was put into practice and everything like that. It's very surprising that, as Black people, we have to go through so much. But I honestly feel like had this been somebody that maybe tortured Chinese people or torture other races of people, they would not be so lax in changing. It would get changed faster. And I just truly believe that just in the current climate that we're in, and, there's been a lot of protests of no Asian hate and a lot of laws passed that were passed very quickly and things like that. And when I think about this and all of the things that you have to go through just to get the school name changed,
Right.
and when it comes to other races, things happen quickly. It's just right there, honestly, to show that, they don't really want to do it. But I applaud you for your effort and everything. So what are some of the things that you all are actively doing to make sure the name gets changed?
Well, there's one girl at my school. Her name's Deanna. She's currently about to host something called the Biggest Classroom, which gives like students a chance to be a part of like one room at a time. And they get to share their experience as well and how they feel on certain topics. Of course, I'm working with the students of Douglas Anderson to be a part of the Black Arts Matter Revolt as a vendor and also a spokesperson on behalf of the issues that I face with DCPS. And then, just finding and outsourcing to different activists around DCPS as well and trying to see where they need my help at. And, just being a beacon of light for the students that were at my school.
So speaking of the Black Arts Matters Revolt event that's taking place this month, you mentioned that you're going to be a vendor. What are some of the things that you're going to have out there?
So I'm currently starting a cosmetic business. It's going to have everything natural, like lip glosses, scrubs. I have seborrheic dermatitis. So it's basically a skin condition where my skin is like always dry, And it just seemed like certain products that I would use on my skin, it just didn't help as well. And it would also oftentimes irritate it. So especially with lip glosses, I wear lip gloss every single day. One thing I would not do is leave my house without lip gloss on. And so knowing that, I just really wanted to make a product for myself. So it is mostly centered around and starting with lip gloss, and then making sure that every lip gloss that I wear is natural, it's safe, it's healthy, and then taking that and transferring it into the other products as well.
That is awesome. Where can people, maybe find out more information, such as me? I'm people.
Okay, so my Instagram is Mykyla Hooper. So MYKYLAHOOPER. And the official launch date for Pretty Positive is going to be on May 12th, because last year, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And I started off with doing this thing called Pretty Positive Daily Text Messages, where I sent pretty positive messages to everyone's phone every day at 8 o'clock in the morning. So you would wake up, message already there. And then, recently it's been finals week and everything, but the year for it is going to be on May 12th. So I decided that's when I'm going to launch my business and have the messages kind of come to a close, but branch off into starting getting something new.
I love that. I really, really love that. I just love the whole mental health aspect. Girl, you bad. In a good way. I just love that. I mean, I can't say how much we need more, younger people discussing mental health openly, and, just ways to cope and get through certain things. I think even though sending a text message might seem small, for some people that wake up with issues, to have that is probably a big deal for them.
Yeah.
So that's really amazing. And I definitely want to check out the lip gloss collection, because I do. I'm a fan of
I got it on my lips right now.
Shining.
Right.
It's cute. I love it. I can't wait to come. That's May 29th. There'll be some information in the description box. We would love for the community to come out and support the Black Art Matters Revolt. These students are coming together to express how they feel. They have not had a space and an opportunity to really do that. And so Duval Connect magazine, through Amplified Voices, has created that space with the Black Art Matters Revolt through Tiffany Funches. And there'll be information in the description box where you can donate, where you can see about being a vendor, where you can see about participating. I don't want to speak too quickly. Maybe you can help me out with this. Are they still accepting people to perform and speak? Do you know?
I believe they are, actually. I know currently we have a lot of spoken word people. So, dancers, performers, actors, and even if you still have a spoken word too, we're accepting anybody who wants to come out, speak, eat, chill, and just have a good time.
Right. I can't wait. I know it's going to be very exciting, very informative, and very passionate. I'm going to have me a little pack of tissues, because sometimes just talking to y'all, it's like, oh, my heartstrings get pulled or whatever. But I can't wait to be there and just be able to experience what you all put together. So I'm super excited about it. Mykyla, thank you so much for joining today. If anybody wants to follow you and your activism, how can they do that?
Well, I'm not really active on Facebook, so I say my main page that I'm active on would be Instagram. So my Instagram is Mykyla Hooper, MYKYLAHOOPER, and they can follow me to follow the links to any other activists that I'm supporting, any petitions that I have in my bio, and things of that nature.
Awesome. That is so awesome. I can't wait to see your speech, or I know you're gonna speak. Are you speaking? Yes.
For the performance wise? Oh, no.
Okay, so what did you say what you're gonna do, or are you trying to hold that back?
Honestly, it's still all in the process. I'm a really creative person, so I have like 100 ideas at once, and trying to bring it down to one is hard for me. So it's all underneath the process right now, but more than likely I'll be dancing.
Okay, so I do have one more creative question because I did ask this of another student. What is your process for like combining the activism with your performance?
Well, I go to the people that I look up to. So I look up to Beyonce, like I am Sasha Fierce. When I was younger, I remember Beyonce used to, before she even did Coachella, she had another concert that she recorded on TV. And I remember I played it back to back to back to back to back. And like that's just me. I'm her. We're together, we're synced. So that's who I really go to. And then from there, YouTube take you on a totally different path. And honestly, it's really no process for it. I just kind of let it just come to me naturally. I don't really try and think about it too hard, because when I think about it too hard, man, I get in my head and I don't flow how I need to flow.
Gotcha. It's just always interesting to, hear that, what everyone's process is. So I thought I'd throw that in there and find out. So, okay, Beyonce, all right. I'm not mad at you. I think it was the Beyonce experience that I watched a lot.
Yes.
Of her concert. I really, really enjoyed that one. So I feel you on that one. But
I really want to go to a concert of hers. Like, that's top number one on my bucket list.
Yeah. I did. I went to the one in Orlando where she fell down the stairs. But when I tell you she hopped up so quick, you couldn't even tell. Everybody stopped and was like, what happened? Was it a trick? Was it some type of something she did on purpose? Because you knew she fell, but the way she hopped up on cue, right in step with her choreography, we just went back to dancing until they put it on YouTube. And we were like, oh, so she really did fall. But, I got to give it to her. Like, she just get right back up and through her performance, she didn't let it stop her. So really looking up to somebody.
Yes.
So that's good. All right. Thank you so much for joining, and we'll see you on the 29th.
All right. Thank you, guys. Bye.
Bye.